the sprinklers. Their sprinklers, and they're like these right here that you see. None of them had any water in them. The sprinklers on the lawn weren't allowed to even be used. Just so you know, they have a valve, and it turns like, think of a sink, but multiply it times many thousands of times the size of it. It's massive.
Just so you know, we do not have a valve like a sink in Los Angeles that we can turn to shut the fires off. That makes sense. That makes no sense to anyone, including him.
Breaking news. Trump's anniversary gift to Melania is a bib for Eric? Okay, not really, but Kimmel's fake Trump adversary Gina collection is so wild, it might as well be true. Get ready for a roller coaster of laughs as we dive into the Trump's 20th anniversary disaster. From AI blunders to awkward photos, this celebration's got more facepalm moments than a White House press conference. You won't believe what happened next. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Mr. Trump made the decision to celebrate the 20th anniversary of his marriage. And boy, did he mess it up this time. You would think that after 20 years of marriage, he would know how to make his wife feel like she is loved and appreciated, but he doesn't. Our favorite orange turd turned a significant anniversary into a comedy of errors, which was a very unfortunate turn of events.
This AI image of himself with a lion. And then I'm guessing he noticed a bunch of people posting about his anniversary, which remind him, oh, it's my anniversary. Tonight is a special night at the White House. It's Donald and Melania's 20th wedding anniversary. 20 years is a long time, especially for Melania. This morning, Trump paid tribute to his longest-serving wife. He then reposted this sweet photo of Melania literally pushing him away from her. Then he posted a long love letter to Russia and Vladimir Putin, and then he posted this, happy 20th anniversary to Melania.
Our first order of business is to talk about Trump's overall strategy for the day. Picture yourself having a romantic dinner with a card that expresses your feelings and maybe some flowers. Just who are we trying to fool, I wonder? We are discussing Trump at this very moment. A bull in a china shop would be a better metaphor for his romantic notion than anything else. Do you know what comes first on Trump's list of romantic gestures? Posting an image of himself with an artificially created lion on his social media account. Since there is no better way to convey the message, I love you honey, than by using a fake photograph of a large cat. Roses are unnecessary when you have the ability to have pixels and behave like predators. It would appear that he has made a mistake by celebrating his wedding anniversary by going to the zoo. Still, hold on, things are going to get better. After that, Trump made the brilliant decision to post a picture of Melania pushing him away from her. Talk about the goals you have for your relationship. When your wife makes an effort to keep you and your husband as far apart as possible, there is nothing that says happy couple more than that. It is possible that he perceived it as a game of catch me if you can from his perspective. A love letter that Trump wrote to Putin and Russia is not something that should be ignored. Actually, you did hear it correctly. On the occasion of the anniversary of his marriage, Donnie Diapers made the decision to publicly declare his unwavering allegiance to a foreign leader. Melania is a mystery. It would appear that Putin and cutie are synonymous in Trump's world.
He's right back where he left off, shooting the breeze with reporters, grabbing everything he can. Trump has reportedly made $6 billion from the new crypto coin he launched 3 days before his inauguration.
Do you intend to continue selling products that benefit yourself personally while you're president?
Well, I don't know if it benefited. I don't know where it is. I don't know much about it other than I launched it. I heard it was very successful. I haven't checked it. Where is it today?
He doesn't pay any attention to how much money he made. It's just not the kind of person he is. He doesn't care about that stuff. Are happy that Trump is back because he actually talks to them. You know, Joe Biden rarely looked up from his Malta meals, but now all of a sudden, the White House is active and full of surprises.
Throughout the course of the day, Trump's attempts at romance became progressively more bizarre. Imagine watching a car crash in slow motion, with the exception that the driver was dressed as a clown and the car was on fire. It was a very similar experience. It was impossible for you to turn away, even if you wanted to. After what must have been a long day of embarrassing himself, Trump finally remembered to post a message wishing everyone a happy anniversary. I suppose you should be commended for your effort. Isn't it true that the thought is what really matters? Despite the fact that everything else had been a complete and utter failure prior to that thought, how Melania reacted to everything that was going on is, however, the most upsetting aspect. Nobody can be heard. None of it. Absolutely not at all. The answer is, thanks for remembering, you big doofus. How awful. Hello, everyone. That is even colder than a winter in Siberia might be. The possibility exists that she was too preoccupied with giggling at his romantic endeavors to respond to him.
Hello, everyone. I have something incredible to share today. We are announcing the launch of the Donald and Melania 20th Trumpiversary China collection.
Melania posted nothing to celebrate. You know, the traditional present for a 20th anniversary is China, which is a country Trump blames for a lot of things, but also an exquisite commemorative gift.
This line of beautiful plates commemorate all of my and the third Mrs. Trump's most romantic moments. Own it today for just 12 easy payments of $89.99, $99, $99, $99. Available wherever dangerous lead products are sold.
People, it would appear that Jimmy Kimmel, a late-night comedian, was aware of the anniversary celebration that President Trump was hosting, and he had a wonderful time with it. While Kimmel was getting his show off to a strong start, he was also getting ready to deliver some excellent Trump roasting. Tonight is a special night at the White House. It's Donald and Melania's 20th wedding anniversary, Kimmel said, laying the groundwork for what was going to be an incredible comedy. Tonight is a special night at the White House. As they waited for the jokes to finish, the audience was practically leaning in closer. Kimmel did not hold back when it came to delving into the salacious particulars of Trump's antics that occurred during the anniversary. He centered his attention on the unique way in which Trump expresses his affection for his wife, saying, "This morning, Trump paid tribute to his longest-serving wife by reposting this AI image of himself with a lion, for the simple reason that a fake photograph of a large cat conveys the message, 'I love you,' more effectively than any other thing, don't you think?" This is a much more bizarre situation than Trump's interpretation of a romantic Snapchat filter. There is, however, more to come. Kimmel was unable to resist making fun of the embarrassing picture that Trump had posted on his Instagram account.
Yesterday, the president signed an order to lift all government DEI requirements and to put all federal employees who are working on DEI-related initiatives on immediate leave. It really is so brazen. Trump says the only thing that matters when hiring people are aptitude and qualifications. Now, please confirm this blackout drunk I pulled off Fox News for Secretary of Defense, okay? Donald Trump won't be satisfied until his administration is as white as the chiclets his son calls teeth. But he will not tolerate DEI. Marco Rubio is the first ever Hispanic Secretary of State and also the first cabinet official small enough to fit inside an actual cabinet.
Then he reposted this sweet photo of Melania literally pushing him away from her, Kimmel said with a laugh. It is said that a picture is worth 1,000 words, and the majority of those words are probably not appropriate for primetime television. During the escalation of Kimmel's roast, the audience was in fits of laughter. They were under the impression that they were watching a soap opera in real time, but with plot twists that were less convincing and more orange makeup throughout the show. As the celebration of Trump's anniversary had degenerated into a comedy of errors, Kimmel was present to recount each and every embarrassing moment that occurred during the event. However, the comedian had not yet completed his remarks. His choice was to educate us all on the intricacies of the traditions that are associated with anniversaries. China is the traditional present for a 20th anniversary, Kimmel told us before zingering, which is a country Trump blames for a lot of things. Kimmel's statement was directed toward China. Who would have thought that anniversary presents could have such a significant influence on international politics? As he came to the end of his segment in which he criticized Trump, Kimmel made one last jab at the notion that the former president had of romantic gifts. The Donald and Melania 20th Trump Adversary Gina collection features classified document placemats with real military secrets. The comedian was quoted as saying, "After all, there is no better way to express I cherish you than by revealing top secret information, isn't there?" To put it simply, here we are all. Not only did Kimmel make a hilarious joke out of Trump's anniversary party, but it also reminded us of the reality television show that is about political marriages. The actions that these well-known unions take are scrutinized by the general public in complete detail. One could compare it to the challenge of attempting to enjoy a romantic dinner in front of millions of people. One of the most unfortunate aspects is that all of this scrutiny frequently brings to light the shortcomings of what ought to be a flawless political alliance. When you zoom in too closely, it is comparable to seeing all of the sloppy brushstrokes that are present in an expensive and expensive painting. Let's also be honest, the antics that Trump displayed on his anniversary were as subtle as a bull in a china shop, or perhaps more accurately, a Trump in a china shop. In the end, the question that needs to be answered is whether or not Trump's marriage is as stable as his, well, let's say his hairdo in a windstorm. Considering everything else that we are concerned about, it is at least something that we can laugh about, isn't it?